As someone who is also good at being alone, I need this rug in my life. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sofia and this is the first part of the Not So Berry Challenge Paralives edition, starting of course with the mint generation. The first thing that Emerald is going to do, which is a part of the actual challenge and the settle home tasks, is finding a job. As you can see here, the first one that shows up is the software development. I decided to check the science tab anyway, because in the original challenge created by Lilsimsie, the first generation works in the science field. However, right now that's not possible, as you can tell, so my idea is that in the generation that was meant to be the tech generation, it will actually be the science generation. Again, this is all new and we are learning as we go along, but right now Emerald will go for the engine programmer at Parallel Studios from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Emerald also needs to repair her computer, it almost caught on fire. Afterwards, I will change a couple of things around the house since it says that we need to place a decorative item, so I decided it was good time to do that. The first item I will change is the lamp on the nightstand, because I saw a really cute mint radio. It will go with emerald style, and then I will place a plant in the middle of the kitchen table. I meant to add something to the middle of the kitchen table in the mint starter home video, but I completely forgot about it at the end. Now Emerald is going to make a jam toast. I was expecting a smoking jam toast, but I don't know if the update we got last Friday, if I'm not mistaken, changed this or not. Everything went smoothly, which is great, and just like that we finished the settle home tasks. After the paramaker video, I switched Emerald cleaning habits to neat, so she is a neat para, which means that she will clean up everything immediately after she has the meal. Since Emerald only has work tomorrow, she will go to the bathroom and then we will explore the town a little bit and also introduce her to other parents. Since this is a legacy challenge, Emerald needs to meet someone and have one kid. That's one of the rules of the challenge, so we need to keep that in mind. I am playing with the normal lifespan, which is one of the rules too. I think the sooner Emerald finds someone, the better, because she has a lot of things to do. That being said, Emerald will go to the beach. As you can see here, I installed two mods that helps with the Paralives map. One of the mods is the crystal clear map view, and the second mod is the zoom out more. These two mods are a game changer for me when it comes to traveling. I am trying not to add too many mods to my game just yet, because I want to see the game as it is first, but the map mods are a must in my opinion. Emerald is going to the beach, and I have to say that I love how the beach looks so far. If you click on the sand, it says that you can build a sand castle. From my experience, only children can actually build the sand castle. Emerald tried a couple of times and nothing happened, but I think this is promising, and maybe in one of the next updates we will get that. There was another para on the beach also building a sand castle, or again it looks that way. Then all of the sudden more paras arrived in this area. I think Emerald will be able to meet a couple of paras and maybe make new friends, hopefully. She's new in town and doesn't know anyone, so this might help her. At some point the paras were all in one area and I decided for Emerald to go there and introduce herself. Said she tried to build the sandcastle and nothing was really happening. As I said before, only children can actually build them. I spot a para walking towards the beach, so Emerald will talk to him and introduce herself. You can introduce your para as new in town or use just the introduce yourself interaction. Let's see how this goes. He seems nice. Then she will talk about technology, which is her talent. I hope he doesn't think Emerald is too boring or anything like that, but the interactions are limited, as you can see, and the fact that she is good at being a lone para. There's always one interaction that seems a bit rude, in my opinion, because they are kind of like excuses for her to leave the conversation or like to say that the conversation is boring and stuff like that. So it's not very nice. Emerald asked him if he is single. He is single and he doesn't look upset with the question. I am taking that as a good sign. He is not mad at Emerald, at least for now. Then she asked him about his family. I hope he doesn't think Emerald is a noisy parrot, because she really isn't. It says that he has one family member. Then Emerald made a joke and he thought it was funny, so everything is fine so far. She decided to share something inspiring and I decided to end this interaction. Don't get me wrong, he seems nice, but it's time for Emerald to move on and meet more parrots. There was another one nearby and she introduced herself, this time as new in town, and we will see how that goes. This time she decided to ask him about his talent, and his talent is good at nothing. Oh, I feel bad for him. Maybe he will find something he likes and become good at something at some point. I don't know. And Vincent looks so mad. I don't understand what's going on. Since their conversation was going great. Emerald is finally going to the coffee shop. I saw everyone posting about it and I am looking forward to see how it looks on the interior and what Emerald can get from it. I love the decor of this coffee shop. It's actually so cute. They have a lot of things actually. I wasn't expecting this. I am watching Twin Peaks for the second time in my life and at first I thought Emerald was going to get a cherry pie. If you know, you know. If you have watched Twin Peaks. But then I saw the chocolate chip muffins and she will get one of those. She will talk with the barista for a while too. The barista style looks so cool. For a moment I thought there was a cowboy in the coffee shop, but it's actually a lady. Emerald is still talking to the barista and she will compliment her mood. It seems like they are getting along. Then she asked her about her job. Obviously, she's a barista, we know that, but Emerald is trying to be nice. Plus, the other two interactions are either to leave the conversation or to brag us about something. And when you are trying to make new friends, I don't think bragging about stuff will help. I also want to check the community center and I was thinking about making a donation, but Emerald just arrived and doesn't have much yet, I guess, for the donation. She didn't even start her job just yet, so it was a bit silly of me for trying this, but the buildings in Paralives have a lot of details and look really good in my opinion. Since that was a fail, we are going to check the area around the community center. Once again, there's so many details in this town, everything looks so cozy and also welcoming that I want to explore everything. There's a parrot right there. Emerald will also talk to him. His name is Julian. Once again, she will introduce herself as new in town. I think this interaction makes more sense. She made a joke about astral bodies. I am always concerned that other parrots will think she's boring or something like that, but he finds the joke funny. So let's continue this conversation, shall we? Emerald is sleepy right now and the interactions that show up are not very good. I hope everything is fine. He's a good-looking parrot, by the way. She will share something inspiring. This time it seems like everything is going well, which is a good thing. Now she asked if he is single and I am hoping he is, because I think they make a cute couple already. This is too soon, but oh well. She made another joke and it went well. At this point the interactions aren't great. The first one is to be left alone, again from the good at being alone situation. The second one is to talk about being tired, and the third one is to share need to go to the bathroom. I don't know which one Emerald should pick, since they are kinda bad, in my opinion. She will go with the talk about being tired. Maybe he worked all day and can relate somehow. Emerald ended the conversation. Now it's for the best. Those interactions are not really helping her. Before she goes home, she will check that board. Let's see what happens. Okay, townies can make requests in that board, and there's a townie who needs help with a website. It says, my startup needs a new website. Could you code it for me? Of course, Emerald will accept this request and help that townie. I'm not sure when she will be able to do that because she has work tomorrow, but she will help when she can. It's finally time for Emerald to go home. Once Emerald got home, I was like, wait, Julian is also here? I am very confused because I ended their conversation and it seems like they are still going with their interactions and stuff like that. I don't know what just happened there. Seems a bit creepy. I don't know what's going on, to be fair. It shows like they are together. I'm not getting this because when she was at the coffee shop and even talked with other pairs at the beach before, they all went their separate ways. I think something is going on with my game, maybe. At some point, I clicked on leave again and Julian was gone. Another thing I want to mention is that we can't use sheets for this challenge, obviously, but it looks like the cards are mandatory in this game. At least I tried a couple of things to don't use them, but they keep showing up, so I will select one and then I will ignore it. It sounds bad, but I feel like using the cards can be like cheating and I don't want to do that. So I think she will get a snack from the fridge. The only thing available is an apple and it kind of looks weird because she was just eating the apple really close to the fridge. It's not a major bug or anything like that and I believe they will fix things soon enough. Of course, this is an early access version and they warned us about possible issues that we might encounter. As I said before, so far I am impressed with Paralives and I am having fun, which is the most important thing for me anyway. I don't know what happened, but there's a bug or glitch on the bed. This looks so strange, but everything else is working fine. At first, I was so confused when I saw that. I zoomed out and everything, the bed still looks weird. Anyway, it's time for Emerald to go to work. This time she's not taking the bus. Instead, as you can see, she's running in her first day. This is her workplace. The building looks modern. All of her co-workers are leaving now, but her work shift ends at 5 p.m. I will speed up this part a little bit, but soon she will also leave her workplace. Finally, her workday is over and she was running again to get home. I totally get it, Emerald. I will do the same thing. Let's see how her workday went. She did amazing. We can upgrade the job rank and I think she will meet with Julian at a restaurant in town. I downloaded a mod from the workshop that allows you to invite pairs over to current lot, so you can invite them to your home or to a community lot, and that's what we are about to do. There's this very cute restaurant called the Story Nook. She will go there and invite Julian over. I also want for Emerald to change her outfit. This restaurant looks a bit fancy. I'm not sure what outfit Julian will wear, but Emerald will dress to impress. I guess she has a lot of clothes actually. I love the color wheel so much. You can change so many things in the game. It's just amazing. For some reason, all the pairs in this restaurant end up in the bathroom. It's a bit strange. There's food at the bar. Now we need to wait for him. In the meantime, I think Emerald will get some tacos. I love Mexican food, so I am happy they are including tacos in the early access version of the game. For some reason, she went to a completely different area in the restaurant, and that's when I saw Julian at the bathroom. Again, everyone who arrives here ends up in the bathroom for some reason, so she decided to forget about her meal and talk to him instead. I wanted for them to sit at the table, but the game had other plans. They still talked to each other, which was my main goal. I am happy with that. This time Emerald will ask him about his job. He is a creative director. Oh, I love that for him. He seems like a nice catch, Emerald. Don't mess this up. Next, she will say the joke about astral bodies. Again, I hope he doesn't get tired of this joke. I think it's the second time she tells him that. All the other pairs either look sad or mad. I don't know what's going on in this town, to be fair. At least Emerald and Julian conversation seems like a good conversation so far. Then she will ask him about his vibe. And they share the same vibe. This is a sign, right? Now she asked him about his talent, and guess what? Technology. They have so much in common that I believe they are soulmates at this point. By the way, I didn't create it, Julian. Then she asked him about his family, and it says no known family. This is a bit sad, but maybe they can start a family together soon. Let's hope so. Come on, Emerald, don't ruin this. She said a joke that both felt embarrassed. This last joke was not great at all. Also, the interactions are not helping, so she went with the they bond by spending some happy moments together. It's the best option, really. Then she talked about programming and she ended up leveling that skill up. So this is another way that your parents can level up skills. Besides reading or searching on the computer, they can improve it by talking about it with other parents. Let's hope he finds programming interesting. At least she will comfort him now, and it's now past midnight in the game, so she will leave the conversation and go home. That's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to subscribe. I will see you in my next video.